Do you get your guys? What's your crack? Loly here. Welcome back. It's been a while, a long time, no react. I have been traveling. For those of you who don't know, I just recently came back from the Philippines. I was there for about 3 weeks, which is my second visit there. So some of that content is coming. You would have seen some of my interviews already going live with some of the P-pop groups, which brings us to this very exciting video. Today we're going to be watching and reacting to one of the most exciting news in P-pop at the moment, which is the debut of Entertainment's first girl group, Zenara. This really does feel like something that is a part of something much bigger than just the P-pop community or industry. For the longest time, fans, including myself, have been saying that P-pop deserves a lot more global recognition, more investment, more structure, and more long-term vision. And now we're finally starting to see companies act and plan in a way that really does feel like it's happening. So I was very, very fortunate when I went to the Philippines to get to visit ONEZ. I got to go down to the offices. I met up with Yanni, who is an old friend of mine, and ONEZ is really establishing itself as its own entity now. They have their own artist. They're handling their own stuff completely internally now. And the plan that they have for P-pop, there is a lot coming. Believe me when I say there's a lot coming. So this debut really is a huge step in the right direction for the entire industry, not just for one company. This one company has been a leading force, obviously with the relationship and being owned and run by SB19 and their team. This really is one of the leading roles in P-pop right now, and it makes a huge impact in how the industry is going to follow that. What makes this debut so important is that ONEZ isn't just launching a group, they're building an ecosystem. Coming from the success and influence of SB19, there's already a level of trust, artistry, and understanding of what fans actually want from idols and performers. Although I am very clearly not going to make this video about SB19 because these girls are standing on their own, this is more wholly about ONEZ Entertainment as an entertainment industry and not just this is run by SB19. I think that's very fair to say. But of course, we can't talk about the group without recognizing the force behind it and the initiative of the team with SB19. SB19 helped open doors internationally for P-pop, and like I've said before, they have proved that Filipino talent can compete on a global stage while still staying true to Filipino identity, culture, and storytelling. And now with Zenara, it feels like ONEZ is saying, this is only the beginning. What I personally love is seeing P-pop evolve into something sustainable. Not just trends that go viral for a few weeks, but an industry that can actually stand the test of time. Real artist development, real concepts, real performances, and real fandom culture. Because in my opinion, supporting P-pop shouldn't only happen when one group trends. Supporting P-pop means supporting the movement as a whole. The artists, the creatives, the producers, the dancers, the stylists, the companies taking risks, and the fans pushing it forward every single day. And that's why debuts like Zenara mean so much. And there's not just Zenara now, we have 2JX, which is obviously Jay, that is the lead dancer and main dancer of W3 and has his own space studio. I think that's also something that has to be recognized and acknowledged as well, that they really have taken the people with them throughout the years, and the ONEZ team are people that I can see have been people they've worked with for years. These kind of debuts represent expansion, vision, and honestly confidence in the future of Filipino pop music. For years, P-pop fans, again like myself, have been fighting to show the world that Filipino artists deserve global attention, and we've seen incredible talent come out of the Philippines for so long, but now it finally feels like that infrastructure around P-pop is starting to grow stronger as well. And that's so important because honestly, talent, as great as it is not enough to build a lasting industry. You need companies that believe in artist development, you need creative direction, you need consistency, you need groups that feel unique while helping elevate the entire scene and industry. And that's why the moves that ONEZ are making right now is so interesting. When I went down to ONEZ, one of the things that became very apparent to me, which I was delighted to hear, was that instead of focusing on short-term hype, it feels like ONEZ is really trying to create longevity. They understand that P-pop can become something much bigger than a trend if it's nurtured correctly. And let's be real, SB19 already changed the game. And now seeing ONEZ expand their artists with J2X and Zenara feels very symbolic. It feels like the next generation is already being prepared while the movement keeps growing. And that's how long-term industries stay long-term. They evolve, they adapt, they grow, they learn, they change. That's such a huge part of this. It's a huge part of what's going to make it last the test of time. Like I said before, because at the end of the day, supporting P-pop as a whole is what's going to make the industry stronger. You can support your favorite group while still uplifting others. That mindset has always created a healthy scene where artists can grow together instead of fighting for limited space. And honestly, every single new successful debut really does help this industry as a whole, and that's something that we have to remember. That ripple effect matters. So before we get into the actual reaction, I do want to just clearly state that I am very much someone who is well versed in the world of P-pop and OPM, and I'm a strong believer in P-pop rise in across all artists, across all groups. This is not a space for bashing, and it's not a space for comparisons. Of course, you're open to your opinion, allowed to have your opinion, but I don't want to see any comparisons or any my washing machine's about to take off. Hang on a sec. Okay, three, two, one. Opinions on the artist that we're about to see, of course, like constructive criticism is always welcome, and any opinions on that are welcome. But I don't want to look at my comment section and see this group is better, la la la. I'm not interested in that conversation. I'm sure there's plenty of platforms and spaces for you guys to have those conversations, but here, that's just not it. It's not what I'm about. It's not what I stand for. I am very much P-pop rise. I give my platform to any artist and every artist that wants to have it, and I will continue to do that. And I want to make that very clear. But this is a very exciting day. This is something very positive, and I'm really, really looking forward to this. I'm really excited to see how they take the group and the direction creatively. Obviously, they did debut the girls at the anniversary concert in the Philippines. I was supposed to go. I was supposed to be there for the show, but unfortunately I wasn't able to make it. I will be back in the Philippines in July for I think like 5 or 6 days. So hopefully maybe the girls have a show that I'll be able to see them live, but I did miss them performing live. And I did try to avoid my best of seeing everything because I wanted to see their official debut properly. But if you guys have any good fan cams of that show, then maybe we can do a part 2 on that. But I'm really looking forward to this. This is a very exciting day, and it should be something very positive. And it's a huge step for the industry, and that's something that has to be celebrated. So without further ado, let's meet Zenara. This is their debut called Tabi. Even my washing machine is excited for this debut. It's counting it down as well. Oh, I'm so proud of Onesie. So proud of everyone. I like it. I had that iPod back in the day. Oh, editing. How many is there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're starting off with a dance break. Fab. Fab. Pretty sure I have those shoes. I love the graphics. I'm pretty sure that's... No, never mind. Vocals, though. Hey. Sorry, we've that's an interesting song flow. Love the choreo. Love the choreo. I love that intro as well, that they're introducing them that way. Different focuses as well. Oh my god. Ha. I don't know what to say. I'm so like enthralled by it, and I don't want to miss anything. So I'm trying not to talk too much. The iPod clip in there. I need that. I mean, they're all beautiful. They can all dance. They can all sing. The rap is insane. Ooh, that's badass energy. The dancers in the background. I love it. We're making our way. Get that? They're saying we're here and we're making our way. That was a very strong debut. I have to say, it was like listening to four different songs. Each breakdown of the song or each chapter of the song had a different vibe to it. We opened up almost immediately into like a dance break opening with very strong like forward instruments, but then not that much of a back bass instrument. And then we went into, you know, like the intro into the song, and then the chorus even matches the start of the song, but then the first verse doesn't match the second verse with the rap. Like the flow switches up very differently throughout each as the progression of the song goes, which I really like. It's like an introverted reverse song. And the girls, I don't know them well yet. Like I don't know their names or anything like that. I was obviously aware of the group from before, but I don't know their names. So I would love to learn more about them, as I'm sure everyone else is. Obviously, these are very new girls that have been training for a long time, and you can see that in them. You can see that they exude confidence. They sell it. They make me believe that they're coming in and they're making their way and they're breaking boundaries, and it's, I'm sure, a lot of pressure on them, but they seem like they're ready for it. And I love the creativity in it. The mixes of the 90s throwback or the 2000s throwback, but not in the typical like Y2K style. It's more on the kind of grungier punk kind of style, like the red, but it still has those tones of being very nostalgic, but not like dolphins and the usual stuff that we associate with Y2K, like butterflies. It's very much more on the grungier side, like 90s grunge, which I love. I love that styling for them. I think it works really well. It sounds really good. I can see this being a very like empowering song, um which I think is very much needed right now. I can see that they're ready. They're showed up, they're ready, and they seem to have a great team around them. The creative team in 1Z is very, very good. It's very strong. It always has been. And these girls said it themselves. They're here. They're ready. I'm really excited for them. I really am. Like, this is the start of a journey in many different ways, for many different reasons, for the girls, for the entertainment industry, for 1Z, I'm sure for SB19 as well. There's a lot of it takes a village to make this happen, and I'm very proud of how far everyone has come and what's coming up next. And I will be here ready to support and listen. And congratulations, everyone! Great job. I'm really excited. I want to see this live now, though. I'd be interested to see how they make this into a live performance. I want to see it. Let's go. P-pop rise. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to stay safe out there. Make sure to wash your face, wash your hands, wash your ass. I love you guys so, so much, more than you ever know. And stay tuned for all of the Philippines content coming very, very soon. It's edited. It just needs to go out. And I have one more interview coming, 2 more interviews being done on Zoom, and some more coming. And I'll be back in the Philippines in July. So I'll see you on then.